Senate on Wednesday passed the Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and Fiscal Strategy Paper, Mtef FSP, for 2024 to 2026, a set of assumptions that will be used to prepare the country's budget over the next 3 years. The upper chamber approved the document with a borrowing plan of 7.8 trillion naira for 2024, 9 trillion naira deficit, and federal government total expenditure of 26 trillion naira. The Senate approved the benchmark oil price of $73.96, $73.76, and $69.90 per barrel for 2024, 2025, and 2026, respectively. The Senate also resolved that all items locally produced be banned from importation. These approvals were sequel to consideration and adoption of the recommendations in the report of the 2024 to 2026 Mtef FSP at Wednesday's plenary. The report was presented by Senator Sani Musa and considered by the Committee of Supply with Godswill Akpabio as chairman and adopted in the plenary.
The macroeconomic projection of the medium-term fiscal framework and the major key parameters, as well as other macroeconomic projections driving the proposed 2024 to 2026 medium-term macroeconomic. You will look at it at the report on page 29. The summary is given there. The revenue expenditure framework upon which the 2024 Federal Government of Nigeria budget will be predicated is as follows.
To all our colleagues, chairman of committees that overseeing these agencies of the government, to please let us pay so much attention. Whenever they appear before you, it's what is the status of your revenue we want to see, and how much are you allowed by law to spend out of this money. For agencies that are exceeding or not following the law, they can be brought before the National Assembly to come and explain why they have to take more than what is expected of them in every financial year.
Another recommendation that attracted a debate was that the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) work towards reducing its production and operational costs to increase available government revenue. After the polarized argument, the resolution was adopted unaltered.
On this very simple recommendation, all we want is how do we make NNPC to reduce its production cost? As said by Senate President Emeritus Ahmed Lawan, at one time, production cost per barrel used to be $20. And now NNPC has worked and brought it down to about $15 per barrel.
So I think what we need to do is for our oil and gas related committees to really engage with the NNPC and whoever is involved as an operator to know how we can do that. It's very sensitive. And I will not advise that we simply say they should go and reduce. We should find a way of making it possible for engagement to know exactly what can be done.
After the debate, which lasted for about 5 hours, President of the Senate, Akpabio, announced an approval for the 2024 to 2026 Mtef FSP, the oil price benchmark of $73 per barrel of crude oil, 1.78 million barrels per day, and sustained as contained in the Mtef FSP document, special intervention recurrent of 200 billion naira, special intervention capital of 7 billion naira, and an exchange rate of 700 naira to a US dollar.
We spend time talking about skilling our youths. When we skill them, where will they work? If we are importing toothpick, because we don't have enough toothpick producer at home, we allow people to import toothpick. We are importing all sorts of things that this country don't need. We have basically become a dumping ground for all sorts of things. So, Mr. President, I believe until we challenge ourselves, just in the manner that you said before,
that we can challenge ourselves to do everything to stabilize the naira, not just by supply, but also reducing unnecessary demand that we can produce at home.
For a 3-year period, the benchmark price of USD 73.76. That is for 2024. 69.90 for 2025. For 2026, and 73.76 for 2025 be approved respectively. Those in support of this recommendation say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.